Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a hair video and I don't want it to be that long, but it might get a little long just because I obviously want to give you all the information on what is going on with my hair right now. So it's different again. You're not having deja vu. This is not a flashback to before. I have interlocked my hair. And the last time I did this was in, I believe, June of last year. And if you recall, I had the front segment of my hair interlocked. I felt like doing the back was going to be this impossible task, so I went to African hair braiders and I let them do the back in micro braids. Now, I had a few issues with what I did back then and I wound up taking them out. One of the main issues that I had with that was obviously I had two different starter lock methods going on in my hair. I had the front in interlocks and I had the back in braid locks. And I really didn't like how it looked disjointed when I would look at it in a mirror. It wasn't uniform and it was bothering me, and knowing how long it takes a braid pattern to fully disappear when you're locking your hair just made me not like what was going on so much. And like I said, I wound up taking them out. Now, what made me do that in the first place was my desire to have sister locks. And I wanted sister locks since like 2012 or so. And I went natural in 2010. Now, with sister locks, if you guys are familiar, you know it's not the least expensive method to lock your hair. It costs a good amount of money, especially if you live in like a metropolitan area. So anyway, where I am, the base price for sister locks is like $500 approximately, and that's for the first 3 inches of hair. Typically, you can see the base price go even higher to, I would say, about $700. So between $500 and $700 is what it would cost you to install your sister locks for 3 inches of hair, or the first 3 inches of hair. Every inch thereafter typically costs between $75 and $125. So if you're like me and you come to this decision when your hair is already fairly long, committing to something like that is expensive. It's not cheap. And I know how I am. I have what I like to call hair ADD. I just can't commit for too long. I can't keep still. And I change my hair very often. I get tired of styles. You know, I'm just always looking for something new and something different. And I just couldn't see myself spending that kind of money for something that, not that I wasn't sure of, because I was sure I wanted to do it, but just something that I had never done, something I'd never embarked on. It was a little scary. Fast forward to now, same issue. I did a second big chop like 2 years ago, and obviously my hair has grown back. When I did my second big chop, I mean, I had about this much hair, and I wasn't considering sister locks when I first did that, or that sounds weird, when I first did my second big chop. But when I did my second big chop, I wasn't considering any type of lock. My hair was really damaged and I just wanted to get it back to its health and its vibrancy and all that good stuff. And when I did start thinking of sister locks again, it had already gotten to a length that would be a little bit prohibitive as far as costs go to put them back in. I'd also started doing traditional locks. You guys saw me for a couple of videos where I had done 2-strand twists, and I was gonna let those just turn into locks, traditional locks, and I did not like how I was looking after a while. I felt like in a lot of cases, a lot of the times, if I didn't braid it or twist it or do something, it looked just blah, and it looked unintentional. And I do not like when hair looks unintentional. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine, is when hair or my hair doesn't look finished or doesn't look done. I don't really like that. So anyway, I told myself, you know what? I was revisiting videos and pictures of how I had it the first time with the interlocks in the front and the braid locks in the back. And I was really loving how it looked. And I said, wow, if I could just get the whole thing to be interlocked, I'd be really happy to try that again. Because my hair is really coarse in some areas, very difficult to manage, especially when it gets to this length. And I just needed some kind of style or some kind of solution to the detangling and the washing, and like, I couldn't deal with that anymore. So anyhow, let me tell you, I just have my phone here because I want to tell you who really, who's the reason why I did this. So there are two YouTubers, and one of them is Katya Sandrine, and I guess I can also write her YouTube name in my description box, and the other one is FENETI. So Katya Sandrine and FENETI, they both have videos up on here on YouTube on how to interlock hair, and they did it themselves. And I was really inspired, and they gave me some serious motivation, because I told you the first time around I felt like there's no way I could do the back of my hair. And seeing them do it and just have the patience and the perseverance, it gave me that same feeling and that same drive, and I was like, all right, I am going to do it, and I'm going to do it myself, and I'm getting it done this time. So I did it, as you guys could see. In order to sort of prep, I did highlight my hair or bleach my hair, and I bleached the ends. I wanted it to look sort of ombre. So I bleached the ends, and I did use some toner to take out the brassiness that was in my hair after I bleached it. And I did that. I think I wore it like that for a few days, and then a few days after I washed my hair, and then that's when I started this process. How long did this take me? I wasn't keeping track, but it has been at least 2 weeks. So yeah, it's been at least 14 days that this took me to do. And what can I say? I was doing it really late at night. I'm happy it's done, because I was doing this between the hours of 9 a.m. and not 9 a.m. 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is when I would usually start, and I would stop at around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. depending on how much energy I had to keep on going. So I'm just really glad that I'm done and I get to start sleeping again, because it was starting to take a little bit of a physical toll on me. I haven't counted the total number of locks. I will do that, and I will make another video doing that. And I'm sure you guys just want to see what my parting looks like and what my hair looks like, because that's usually what I want when I watch these videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you now. Alright, so I'm just gonna do like a 360 for you, or a 180 and then another 180. So this is the front, right? I've parted it like this. I started with a middle part, but I like when my hair comes over to one side, so I just parted it like that, and I did that. So this is my right side, which is my thinner side, And you can see it's, you know, a bit more sparse in terms of my hair density. I'm trying to, let me see, trying to show you as best as I can. Okay, we could zoom in a little bit too. Let's see. You guys saw that. Let me see. I'll do it from a distance too, in case that was too close up. So, yep. What else can I tell you? After I finished installing them, I washed my hair because it had been about 2 weeks since I last washed it. So I washed my hair. I was really happy to see that a lot of it reverted. You know, I have heat damaged hair, so I don't like straight ends at all. That's the other thing. When I did the traditional locks, I guess because they were so much larger, you saw more of that straight ends business, and so a lot of these have curled up quite nicely on the ends. I didn't braid and band my hair for the washing because, like I said, my hair is the only areas I'd be concerned about were the heat damaged areas, but my hair is pretty coarse, so the risk of it unraveling, it wasn't really that big of a risk. So anyhow, my camera is on, telling me I have 1 minute left. I'm going to end the video here. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.